Kate and William are unbound by royal protocol as couple seizing control. The last 9 months are thought to be among the most challenging of the Princess of Wales's life. Major abdominal surgery was followed by intense public and media interest in her condition, while she was privately coming to terms with an unexpected cancer diagnosis. Her decision to bravely make that diagnosis public in a raw and honest video tugged at the nation's heartstrings. Since then, the princess has remained largely out of the spotlight as she completed a course of preventative chemotherapy. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. On Monday, it was Catherine's turn to take control of the narrative, telling the world in her own words that she has completed her chemotherapy, and is focused on staying cancer-free. In a deeply personal video shot by the independent videographer Will Warr, who also filmed the Wales's behind-the-scenes Coronation video in May 2023, the princess offered an intimate insight into her recovery and the prioritisation of spending time with close family. It is clear from the video that family is everything to the Princess of Wales, who made a deliberate point of including her supportive parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, in the video. The sanctuary the princess has found in nature while recovering from chemotherapy was also a theme offered throughout the film. Spilling the tea on the Palace Confidential podcast, Eden dished on William's wariness to trust his bro post-Spare and the bombshell Netflix series with Meghan, fretting that private chats might just turn into public scandal fodder. Eden's juicy insights come amid the buzz over whether the Windsor lads will bury the hatchet like the Gallagher brothers did, despite their wildly different worlds. Eden dropped this truth bomb: "Since we learnt that Harry had made this unannounced visit, I've been speaking to people about the chances of a reconciliation between the brothers, but everyone really has made the same points that it won't happen until Harry and Meghan really apologise for everything they have said," reports The Express. They need to apologise, at least privately, but also how can there be that reconciliation when William and Catherine just don't know what will later appear in a TV programme, or in a book? Genuinely, once you've lost that trust, you've kind of lost it forever. Can you imagine what they were thinking about? Because, in Harry's memoirs, he had just revealed those intimate conversations that they never in a million years thought would have been published, so there really won't be any welcome back. Whilst some reckon the royal rift might be too deep to mend, with whispers suggesting Harry could even be snubbed from William's eventual crowning ceremony, insiders have spilled to The Express that mending fences isn't off the cards. One insider dished, Harry is open to reconciling with his brother. He knows it won't be an easy task, but it is something that can be brought to the table. Another added, William is not opposed to a reconciliation with his brother at some point, but things would need to start from scratch, a fresh start type scenario, where things from the past are not to be mentioned. These juicy tidbits come hot on the heels of both Prince Harry and Prince William turning up for their uncle Sir Robert Fellowes' funeral. Gossip has it the brothers were under the same roof yet didn't exchange a single word. At the time of the somber service, a source blabbed to The Express that there was a glimmer of hope for an intervention that could pave the way for peace talks between the estranged siblings. Sources reveal that a reconciliation between Prince Harry and the royal family could be on the horizon, with insiders hoping for an intervention by relatives Jane or Charles Spencer to repair fractured relations. Everyone is hoping that there might be some kind of intervention from Jane or Charles Spencer, which will hopefully bring them back together. It will take some time, but it is looking like a possibility. Rumors are also swirling about Harry's potential homecoming to royal duties after his stateside departure more than 4 years ago. According to royal commentator Kinsey Schofield, Harry's American adventure hasn't panned out quite as planned, prompting him to consider his worth as a former senior royal. Schofield speculated on the factors driving Harry's contemplation. He's doing it because Americans did not welcome them in the way that they initially thought they would. I think they've made a lot of missteps over the last few years and they're not having the life that they thought they were going to. She added her thoughts on Harry's realization following his move. "I don't think the American dream has come to fruition for them the way that they thought it would, and Prince Harry, now, realizes that he was a valuable asset, as a member of the royal family, and that really gave him purpose." An insider told The Express that the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Sussex were present during the service but avoided speaking to each other. News has emerged that Prince Harry stayed with his uncle, Charles Spencer, at Althorpe House in Northampton. This historic estate, where Princess Diana grew up, served as Harry's accommodation during his recent trip to the UK. However, that may not indicate the final shutdown. According to a source, both brothers are now interested in mending their strained relationship. The only thing that might mend their broken relationship is help from the Spencer family. There's hope that Jane or Charles Spencer might step in to reconcile the brothers, although it could take some time for this to happen. Harry is open to reconciling with his brother. He knows it won't be an easy task, but it is something that can be brought to the table, the source told The Express. William is not opposed to a reconciliation with his brother at some point, but things would need to start from scratch, a fresh start type scenario, where things from the past are not to be mentioned, they added. Harry does not have an official home in the UK. Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, received Frogmore Cottage from Queen Elizabeth as a wedding gift. After their marriage, Harry and Meghan had hoped to move into Windsor Castle, and asked about securing a place there. At the time, the only people with private residences inside the castle were the late Queen and Prince Philip. Harry and Meghan were keen on living close to the Queen and Prince Philip, thinking they could stay in the castle. However, the Queen proposed a different plan, suggesting that the couple live in Frogmore Cottage, which was nearby but not on the castle grounds. Harry and Meghan left Frogmore Cottage in 2023. Reports suggest that Harry's comments about Queen Camilla in his memoir Spare hurt King Charles so much that he asked the Sussexes to vacate the 5,089 square feet house. Prince William has no intention of reconciling with his brother Prince Harry and sister-in-law Meghan Markle when he eventually becomes king, a royal family insider suggests. The source tells OK! Magazine that a firm strategy is in place, aligning with earlier reports that this action will be taken shortly after his accession. The move is described as both swift and final. William is already planning for when he becomes king, and he doesn't see a future for the Sussexes in the royal family. The feeling is that allowing the Sussexes back into the fold is a bad move, and they should be re-signed to the fringes indefinitely, the source said.